What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dawg House Podcast with your host, JayRod and
JDawg.
We were just talking about how much talent there is or has been in the room, even more so at B-Team. Recently, we just trained with Miles Amine.
Miles Amin.
Amin
or Amim. I don't know how you really pronounce it. I always say Amim.
I think of Amine as in the, like
anime?
No. The artist.
Who's artist? I don't know who that is.
Sings Heebie Jeebies.
Oh.
You know that song?
I know the song, but I didn't put the two together with that artist.
Yeah.
But Miles Amin is what I said.
Yeah. Miles is a Olympic medalist in wrestling. Do you know what style? Was it freestyle or Greco?
I believe it was freestyle.
Freestyle. That's crazy. Yeah. He placed third at the Olympics.
Four-time All-American, D1 as well, I believe.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, he made the Olympic team for a different country.
Yeah. He wrestled for San Marino.
That's what it was?
That's the country, yeah. And I was in San Marino. San Marino is like the second smallest country in the world or something like that.
That's over in...
It's surrounded by Italy.
Okay.
It is a beautiful place. Beautiful place. I really enjoyed my time there. I didn't have much time over there. But it was nice while I was in San Marino. So obviously crazy good wrestling gave us. I only got to train with him 2 or 3 days, and I convinced him to train at B-Team for the last 2 days of his trip. And
don't go anywhere else. Come back here.
Yeah, I took him out to grab food. I was like, yo, there's these burgers. Took him to NADC.
You did? Was it after Tuesday practice?
Yeah.
The day I brought
Monday
it up?
practice. After Monday I think that was Monday. He trained with us Monday.
Monday.
Trained with us Monday.
Y'all ended up going?
Yeah, we ended up going. Yeah. He really enjoyed it.
Just you and him?
Yeah, just me and him. We just chatted a bit, and then I had to leave to teach night class because I'm covering Nicky Ryan's night classes because he's not doing anything.
Dismantled.
He just got surgery today on his knee, but I don't know why he can't teach 2 days prior. I don't know.
Are you teaching those classes for good now for a while?
I'm teaching Monday and Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday afternoon.
But at the 7 p.m. classes. But I think it's only for like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe, just because I think JoJo and Dima are coming into town soon, and I think they're gonna take over those classes.
Cool.
While they're here,
they're coming here for like that,
like a skill building camp. Yeah. So should be good.
Sweet.
So I'll just be covering Nicky Ryan's classes for maybe 1 or 2 more weeks, and then. Oh, and today Mighty Mouse came in.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse. Demetrius Johnson was in the house tonight, dude.
Yeah.
Or today.
The goat. Yeah. Well, I can't remember what they call his weight class.
It's like straw weight.
Is it straw weight?
I think it's straw.
So yeah, I mean, whatever weight class he was, I would say like the greatest of all time.
Yes. There's a lot of people who, when they make like a Mount Rushmore of UFC fighters, a lot of people put his face on there.
Yeah.
Like because it's been so long since he was like, I guess you could say in his prime or during his hot streak in UFC. Since it's been so long, people kind of forgot just how good he was, man. Like, whew. He defended his belt. It was like what, 7-8 times, like. He held it for a long time. He was not beaten for a long time.
And then he left and
went dominated at 1.
Yeah.
Took the belt there too.
Yep. That's wild.
Dude's an animal.
That is wild.
Great guy, more importantly too.
Yeah, good person, yeah.
Good
super
person.
Chill as well.
Super chill, nice, funny. He's definitely a guy you could sit down and play a nice good gaming session with.
Yeah. Yes. So you were talking about So I guess people that don't associate themselves with much video games, we played Elden Ring game of the year a couple years back.
Damn right.
One of the most difficult games I've ever played. I would say the most difficult game I've ever played. But they're coming out with a new version where it's multiplayer and takes teams of 3. Yes. And what did you say at practice today?
I said teams of 3. If I can count correctly, me, Jay, Demetrius Johnson, that's 3. Because he had a whole gameplay walkthrough of Elden Ring on his YouTube channel.
Playthrough
of Elden Ring on his YouTube channel. He's really big into video games. And so I just remember seeing shorts of him playing Elden Ring.
Did you say something to him while I was training?
I walked over and I was like, "Oh, thanks for the role, man." I was like, when I came in here, everyone was asking like, "You know what that is? You know who that is?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's Demetrius Johnson." And I was like, before I said anything about you in the UFC, I was like, "Yeah, that's the guy who made it through Elden Ring or something like that." And he started laughing. The reason why I said that because I saw a meme that was kind of funny on YouTube Shorts. It was like Demetrius Johnson defending his belt for the 7th time, and then it was him beating Rodon.
Yeah,
and he beats Rodon. He's like, yes! He's so excited. And then the video of him defending his belt, he just doesn't give a shit. And I was like, that's facts.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, man. He goes, I played that game. He was so hard. He goes, I didn't play the DLC though. He was like, it was just too much for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, that crazy guy over there has ran through the game 6 times now. He started laughing.
It's a good game.
Very good game. But how do you feel? How do you?
Dude, I mean, very impressive for they said he's 38 years old now.
38, bro. Besides just his physical movement, his appearance,
his physique.
He looks like he's 23 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. He looks very young.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yep. It's crazy. I mean, he looks great.
Take care of yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, surely he trains, I would assume, every day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, great physical condition, great athlete, knows how to move his body.
Awesome athlete.
Very talented, very smart, and just a willingness to learn as well. You know, some people, a lot of people get to that point, I guess, and they almost have like an ego, and they don't want to learn from other people. But it's like, man, at the end of the day, you can learn from anyone. You can learn from anyone. So.
That's a really good point. That I think I've talked about it before, but if not, it's a good point to talk about. As far as you see a lot of, especially in jiu-jitsu for some reason, but across other sports as well, you see a lot of people who don't even have a reason to be that way, are that way.
Yep.
So people who don't have a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but they've done nothing, or they don't even train anymore, or they trained 20 years ago, blah, blah, and they'll be like, oh, you can't roll with me, I'm a black belt, whatever.
Bro.
And then you have someone who, by all means, could be that way, deserves to be that way, if anyone, is the quite opposite.
Yeah.
It's hey, I want to roll with this guy, I don't care what belt he is, I don't care if he taps me, how'd you tap me?
Yeah.
Like you said, willing to learn. And typically having that mindset is why someone like that is a GOAT.
Yeah, and is that person, has those accolades.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So, good experience. It was sick. Nice to. This is my first time meeting Mighty.
Same.
He was at CGI, but
that's right.
Yeah,
that was so funny. That film with
Luke Rockhold.
Him and Luke Rockhold. Yeah, he's like, yeah, dude, like, and then he jumps against thing. He's like, whoa, like, whoa.
Oh man, yeah,
that is awesome.
Yeah, chill guy as well. Like a lot of both Miles and Mighty,
cool dudes, man.
Chill, like you can have a conversation with them and
cool
it's
dudes.
Chill.
Yeah, Miles spent a lot of time showing Nicky Rod that takedown. Then I hopped in there. I was kind of learning it too.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Spending their time showing us stuff.
All three of us.
Yeah, all three of us. Yeah, showing us, just willing to teach as well. And Demetrius, I was able to roll around with him as well, and kind of like what you said, just his athleticism for his age is what surprised me. But I was gonna make a point. I forgot what I was gonna say. Something about what you just said about the attitude of willing to learn.
Willingness to learn.
I forget what I was gonna say, but it was somewhere. It was gonna be along those lines. Just notice. Oh, that's what I was going to say is you could tell with him, I guess, and Miles Amin, but more so with Demetrius. Those guys have unlocked, especially Demetrius. I was kind of reading him today and was trying to study like just his mannerisms and body language and how he was training. And those people have unlocked an ability to really see what they do as a game.
Yeah.
And did you notice that? And it's not just because he's at B-Team. If you've seen other clips of him training, obviously he trains hard.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. But with the video with the Luke Rockhold thing, I'm sure other people in the crowd were like, oh my God, this is such a serious match. But in his head, it's like, this is just fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His training is kind of like that.
I see.
So some of his fighting is kind of like that too. Like, he'll lose a fight and just be like, they unlock this ability to really see, to take this crazy, like, big UFC match, jiu-jitsu match, and just bring it down here to just, it's just a privilege is all it is.
Not everyone has that ability to do that.
It's really hard.
And I think that's why a lot of people walk into the competition so stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So stressed.
Yep. I have a hard time. I tap in and out of being able to do that and not being able to do it.
Yep.
So I've like mastered it. But I think it's the right way to look at things, to be honest.
Just like having fun.
Yeah, just having fun.
He's out there. He was like, what was it? He was like calling out moves while he was trying to hit them on me.
Yeah, really?
So yeah, he was like, okay, I don't even know. He was like, blast double. And then it just hit like a wall. It's like, there's a big weight difference between us, but
yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was really fun. Yeah, really awesome to be able to actually roll and talk to one of the GOATs in UFC. Really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's not a lot of people I asked to take pictures with, and he was one of them.
Yeah, fair. I will take that.
Yeah.
I will take that.
It's more just a respect thing. Like, come in here and let me roll with you. And
absolutely. He was training with everyone as well.
Everyone.
Just like Roman, not just the pros, essentially. He was training with everyone, so it's good. It's good stuff. And he has to train with me another round as well.
He wanted a piece of you.
Yeah, those
didn't go much better, but he kept getting him with the same move, and he's like, "What is this?"
Yeah, he was so confused. I was putting him in high ground, and he was just like, "Not again."
Yeah, it's just stuff that like MMA fighters just don't do or try. So it's just like, what the heck is this goofy stuff?
Yeah, not much experience, and I mean, I feel like even jiu-jitsu guys like have yet to experience a lot of that high ground stuff. So
I got submitted with that in competition because I didn't know what it was when I first got hit with it either.
Right.
Yeah,
that is right. Yeah. What else?
What did you and Miles talk about? Anything interesting?
I was just trying to convince him to move to Austin and
trying to recruit him.
Trying to recruit him.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about? We talked about
were y'all trying to sway him into coming to B-Team to compete for B-Team, or come as like a coach, kind of just help? Or are y'all trying to convince him to get like into jiu-jitsu and compete?
I would love to see him to get into jiu-jitsu and compete.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Because, man, he is good.
he is good. He is good.
I couldn't submit him. We had like I don't know how long our round was, but I couldn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
It was sick. And we did a positional as well. We did mount, and it's like I got out every time, but I was like, fuck it, like it took some time, even just like feeling his pressure, and I was like, fuck it, like he knows how to pin people.
Yeah, he knows how to control
like,
you.
Shit, like I gotta really shrug or like fucking curl your spine in order to get the kipping going, and then I was like, curl your spine, motherfucker, curl.
Yeah, there's no skipping details when you roll something like that.
Yep.
Like, you're used to kind of like certain rolls, and you can get away with stuff, and then those guys you grab, you're like, oh shit, like, all right, let me.
Yeah.
Gotta lock in real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to a body lock, and I was like, oh damn, I'm in. And the main thing I noticed when training with him is they fight like hell. Like hell to the very last moment and then some.
Yep.
To deny those takedowns.
Yep. I think that's the biggest separation from wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys. And I think it's the reason why me personally is able to do good against some people who are better than me at jiu-jitsu and grappling. It's just wrestlers have that mindset of like, we have this mindset of just denying everything, like not giving any ground whatsoever. Where jiu-jitsu, it's like, I'll give ground to try and sweep you or catch you. Wrestlers, like, if you grab the wrist, it's like, no, I want the wrist. And it's like every position's like that.
Yes.
So it's just hard. It's annoying to deal with.
Yeah, it is. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun training with him, as well as just a good, genuine person. So cool talking to him as well. Talked about, he was like, what conversation? I asked him how he was able to, because I believe he grew up in Michigan, has family in Michigan, and then he has like a dual citizenship in San Marino. Yeah. So I was like, how were you able to, like with the Olympics, to compete for these guys? He explained it to me, and I was like, man, that's obviously cool. I was like, yeah, I was over there in San Marino as well. I taught a seminar earlier or last year, and he was like, oh, like San Marino, California, right? And I was like, no, like San Marino, like you're San Marino. And he was like, what? Like no one goes there.
Yeah, what are you doing over there? Did you take him to the NADC Burger on Rainy Street?
I took him to the one on 6th Street.
On 6th Street.
Yeah. I think the one on, obviously they're both very good, but I want to say the one at Rainy Street is like a slightly better. Maybe it's just me in my head. Literally the identical recipe. But
he's like, this is great, and you're like, that's not even the best one. Trust me,
it gets better. It gets better.
Next time
you have to come back. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's cool. Whenever I talk with those guys, I just know before talking to them, like we always typically know the same people.
Yeah.
I was very deep in the wrestling culture, and knowing it was just like with jiu-jitsu. I was grateful to be around a lot of studs in wrestling as well. Yeah. So when he told me he was really close with McFadden, Dave McFadden, which is he was the guy at Virginia Tech when I was there. They're 4-time All-American, and I was like, oh, Dave, like that's crazy, like Dave. So we always know someone. Yeah, because wrestling culture's really small once you get to that like D1 kind of level up there.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's pretty cool.
That's sick.
I'm gonna hold it some, okay?
You have to put it all the way in.
Okay. Just breathe out if.
Mom, can you just do it?
I know I shouldn't curse in front of my mom, but cauliflower ear sucks. I use Buds ear magnets. I really wish I would have had these magnets, but my ears were messed up. These keep my cauliflower ear at bay. They're the original and best quality cauliflower ear magnets on the market. Step 1, drain your ear. Step 2, pick your buds. Step 3, put them on your ear. Make the right decision. Invest in these collie buds so your ears don't look like chicken nuggets like mine. Check them out on Amazon or colliebuds.com. Had ears. Train with your buds.
What else is going on in our lives? I have just received my Ford fucking Raptor.
Oh yeah, you got the truck back. Yeah. Does it feel like it's back to normal?
I mean, it was not turning on before, so it's back to normal.
Big improvement.
Yeah.
Big improvement.
Major improvement. Essentially, the engine bay was just super dirty. So they replaced the alternator and the battery. Damn. And I believe the repair cost, I paid a $500 deductible for insurance, and that was all. But insurance paid like $3,000 or something like that. So I guess good. Yeah, insurance great. I also paid for a warranty. I paid like $6,000 for a warranty when I first bought the vehicle, because Nick advised me to. I will never do that ever again because they just don't cover anything. It's just $6,000 into thin air. So yeah, guys, don't buy warranties on your vehicles.
Are you going to give the
Looking
Raptor
for another vehicle?
No, don't say that. You got your Raptor back. You don't need another vehicle. Guys, tell Jay he does not need another vehicle. I was going to say, are you going to give the Raptor some like a little break? Are you going to keep her on the asphalt for a while?
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll keep her on the asphalt. I only take her out on special occasions.
Special occasions, like a Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to, we just need to stop abusing the vehicles. They're good. They're good trucks. They're good vehicles. It's just a matter of us beating the piss out of them and just mistreating the vehicle. That's when you run into issues, which is completely fair. People are like, oh, Fords fucking suck. It's like, are you abusing the vehicle, or
are you jumping ramps with your truck?
Yeah, we've literally, I've put my truck airborne multiple times. It's awesome.
All right, calm down.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, man, I just always want to tinker with something. I always want to change shit. And obviously I need a daily driver. Raptors can get the job done with the daily driver. So I was talking to my dad. I was like, I really wanted to buy a C5 Corvette. I told you the C5 Corvette.
Oh, I know.
For my birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Yes. Yeah, I'm now 23 years old.
I didn't tell him you had birthday.
I'm now 23 years old. And yeah, I was very close to buying a C5 on my birthday. And then I was like, called my mom. She's like, you dumbass, pay your taxes. I was like, okay.
Pay your taxes. All right.
So I'm going to pay my taxes first, be responsible. And then maybe if I'm feeling frisky, I'll get a C5 Corvette. I was also looking at, the C5s are early 2000s. I was also looking at 1979 Z28 Camaros. I don't know if you've seen this before. This is it's the car from Billy from Stranger Things. It's his car. I want one of those.
Those
That'd
are
be sick. As well as something like a Chevy Nova.
I always if I got an older car like that, it'd always be I want to say it's a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, 69.
Yeah. Is that the one that's in Fast and Furious that Dom has? Yeah. I think that's
1969. Yeah. 1969 was the golden year. They had the Mustang, they had the Charger, and then they had the Camaro. Those boys, they all were out that year, and that was just, man, those are all classic.
They really are.
But you pay for it as well.
Yeah.
You pay for it as well. So that's why I'm kind of trying to, Camaro, but different year. Still looks kind of cool.
Yeah, 69, that price tag just.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absurd. How's everything going with the progress on your gym?
It's coming along. Let's see. Only really thing I've come across that's a little bit of a womp is the mats will take longer to get here than I wanted them to, so we may have to push back opening to a month to June, because we ended up going with Dahlimer mats, and everything can get here in 6 weeks except for the wall with the customized logo on it. That's 12 weeks. It's a whole extra month.
Shit.
So I ordered them in 2 separate orders. So 80% of the mat space will be here in 6 weeks.
Aside from the walls, essentially.
Exactly.
Sick.
And so that will be here on time. So I'm hoping to have everything set up and done except for that last wall. Other than that, though, everything's going good. I got my website back. Got my first look at the website. Looked pretty good.
Sick. What's that smirk for? Something's coming, guys.
I hate it. No, it looked good, but it was just I had to send in a bunch of pictures of just it's a rough draft.
Yeah.
And as I'm going through, just every picture was of me.
Oh shit.
And I was like, yeah, I guess I did send just pictures of
just
me.
you.
Because at the time, it's like those are the only pictures I have is me rolling. And so, but then once I saw it on the website, I was like, wow, this is very vain looking. This is not going to work.
Oh, shit.
So that was the only thing that I was like, I don't like the way that looks. But other than that, it was pretty good. I have them tweaking some smaller stuff, but just moving forward.
Sick.
Trying to get it open.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Are you there? How much time are you spending over there right now?
I go up there at least minimum 3 times a week.
Okay.
But it's always for just something random. Like it's stuff you just never expect.
Yeah.
It's just like probably Thursday or Friday I have to go up there to give a key to the HVAC person to be able to have a key to work throughout the weekend to put the HVAC up, stuff like that. Some of the contractors would be like, hey, can I get a picture of like that corner again? Like when you got to figure out how we're going to do the wall there, so I have to go up there just for a fucking picture. If I don't already have that specific spot on my phone. For the wall mats, it'll be like I'm giving you very specific examples that are true. It's like, oh, let's put the logo, 5 feet from the left, 5 feet from the right, so it goes in the center. But then it's like, well, if you're taking pictures, because a wall like jets out, if you go back too far, will it then cut off the logo? If you're taking pictures from like that angle of the logo, for like website or for social media. So like, let's say that's the wall, right? Well, there's a wall that comes out and like stops here. So if I have to get everyone in the picture and I back up, this wall going to cut.
I see.
Well, fuck, we don't know. Got to go up there and measure it. So it's just like random stuff like that. It's like, okay, I got to go back up there just to get the specific measurement because you're spending $12,000 on these mats, so it better be right.
Better be right, bro.
So it's just like it's always minimum 2 or 3 times, and then sometimes out of those 2 or 3 or 4, the 4th or 5th time is always just something random. They just weren't planning on going up there. But it's all part of the game, I was sitting down. I was walking around or riding my bike downtown over the weekend with Teresa, and I saw this nice coffee shop. Looked very nice. So I stopped and got a coffee, and I sat in the lobby, and I just start having these thoughts of just how just these 2 things really stuck out to me that Seth actually told me from B-Team when he was giving me advice on just opening up gyms or just in business in general. Because obviously he's a very, very smart businessman.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was just like, especially he's like, what people fail to realize is that when you're in jiu-jitsu, you're not in the fighting business. You're not in combat business, sports business. He goes, you're in the service business.
I hate the way that sounds.
Right. Hear me out. He says, you're in the service business. And he goes, the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll be more successful within a jiu-jitsu gym. And he was like, so service and lack of professionalism in the jiu-jitsu culture as far as tournaments, gyms, the lack of professionalism, he was like, is a problem.
Yeah.
He goes, so if you do really, really well with those 2 things, you're going to beat out half the competition like that. That's all I needed to know. Right? That's all I needed to know. My brain started just going, dude. Yeah. And so, you tell me exactly what I need to do, and as long as it doesn't involve me going against my own integrity or character, then I'll do it. And so when he told me that, I was like, all right. So I was down at this coffee shop. I was like, yeah, dude, like you don't see jiu-jitsu gyms being super professional as far as like, for example, I was going through downtown. I went by the convention center downtown, and there was like this big party going on inside the convention center. You saw all these like sponsors of local businesses sponsoring the event, blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to know what was inside. So I tried to get inside. I wasn't allowed. But the guy was like, you can't come in here. But I was like, what is this? He's like, oh, this is just like a networking, like a social networking party. I was like, what is that? Like, it was just a party for a business to like socialize with like a partnership or something like that. Wow. And obviously that's a lot of money. But I'm like, that's what these big businesses do
Yeah.
which is kind of why they're successful. They just
Like mingle.
just do that extra stuff. You know what I mean? And so I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, like you don't see jiu-jitsu gyms putting on just like a community event just to have all the jiu-jitsu people in the surrounding area to come and like just meet each other or talk about jiu-jitsu or train. You know what I mean? It's always like very exclusive. Like, no, it was in my gym. You're not allowed.
Yeah,
if you train here, you're not allowed. It's very just, it's like,
Culty.
yeah, very culty. So I was sitting in that coffee shop to kind of bounce back to what I was saying. I started coming up with all these ideas of like how to be more professional and how to give better service. And I had this idea. It's crazy, but in the future, I was like, if I were to tell someone in the future, let's say I had the money to do this, that I had a valet service for my jiu-jitsu gym, they'd be like, "You're crazy. Why would you do that? It's stupid." And it's like, that's exactly why I want to do it. Like, to have something like that is like, you've never heard someone ever complain about something being too nice.
For sure.
Ever. Right? If something's
Yeah.
too nice, someone's like, "Oh, I hate this, too nice." So I was like, man, if I ever get the opportunity, I'm willing to kind of go above and beyond to make this gym stand out as far as service.
I see.
Like, man, when you go there, it's like, yeah, they have your water and like free towel service, like waiting for you when you come in.
Yeah.
It's just there waiting for you to go into your practice. Like, it's gonna be like that. So that's how it's gonna be. Like,
So you're gonna have like washer and dryer in the gym to do
that was an idea. Was like have like your own locker. At the end of the day, you just put your no-gi set in your locker. We take it. It gets cleaned. You have it fresh for the next day.
Yeah.
Can't do that right now just because of lack of space and stuff. But that will be something I implement in the future.
I wasn't even thinking the no-gi set. I was thinking even just like the towel service. What you're saying?
Oh yeah.
I've gone to gyms that have that. Like, that's sick.
Yeah. So we're gonna have if you sign up for the unlimited membership, which will be bleep that out, Jim. Don't put that in there. If you do the unlimited membership, it will come with a free towel service. We have a water bottle service. So we already have the fridge in there. It's like stacked with a bunch of water. And then we'll have like a snack service. And so you come into the gym, you get your water bottle, you get your free towel, just keep you dry during practice, and then at the end of the day, or at the end of your practice, you just drop it off in the dirty hamper.
Yep.
They're clean, they're fresh next day.
Yep.
That's going to be implemented from day one.
Sick.
And so just to have that, and I started having all these crazy ideas of like, oh, like what if a jiu-jitsu gym had a valet service? That'd be crazy. Of just, I don't know, if your gym was somewhere downtown, you had to park far. It's like you had someone like, yeah, we drive your car for you, we park it for you. And then I was like, I want to have like a hostess for my gym at some point where I will hire someone to where their whole job is just to make sure everyone is being pampered in the gym.
Really?
Yeah. Like, this person's job is just to walk around the gym, and if they see your water bottle is empty, they get it, they throw it away, they get you a new one.
That's sick.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what other gym's doing that?
Yeah, no.
And if someone does that, you can be like, I hate this. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be like, damn, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, you know? And so you're coming there, you're getting your scraps in, you're banging, but you're being taken care of.
Yeah.
As if you're like a professional athlete.
Yeah.
You know? And so imagine that's the service professional athlete should be getting regardless. But imagine a white belt coming in for the first time. He's getting treated the same way.
Yeah.
This is a good place.
I kind of like this.
Yeah.
All jiu-jitsu gyms like this?
No.
Nope.
Just this one, buddy.
Just this one, buddy. Stay here.
Stay here, buddy. So we'll see. Yeah, I have a lot of cool ideas that I want
Sick.
to, make it stand out.
That's cool.
But
I think yesterday I opened up the back door and I walk into B-Team and I look, and the bathroom door right next to the back door, there's another sign on it that says like, oh, door handle's broken, like don't close the door fully. And I was like, I just got back from AOJ 2-3 weeks ago. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this gym?
yeah,
We need to like renovate.
someone got stuck in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, are you fucking kidding
me? It was
me?
the head commentator for the tournament during the weekend.
He got stuck.
He went to the bathroom, got stuck in there. Yeah,
dude.
and they're like talking to him through the door, like, "How do we get you out of here, dog?"
Dude, that is crazy.
That's funny.
That is crazy.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh! But something like that is there's always a sign on our door like, "Oh, this bathroom, the toilet's clogged," or like, "The door is broken. The door handle is broken.
Yeah.
Don't close the door fully."
Yeah,
Or
I
like-
think it has to do with. I think just the building itself is kind of an older building.
For sure, but I mean, why not? Why not?
Like have someone always on staff to like fix that.
Or maybe not just like if we just installed those showers. It was like, fuck. How bad is it? How much more money would it be to like, I don't know. You know how the tiles are like popping off the bottom around the shower? It's like, how much would it be just to clear all these tiles, all these shitty tiles off? Like, how much would it be to, I don't know, get new door handles for all the doors?
Yeah, I'll say right now, probably more expensive than you think,
Bro.
but
Honestly, if the gym puts in
I was gonna
3,
say,
4, 5,
Yeah.
6 grand
Yeah.
into a little bit of renovating,
Yeah.
how much nicer could B-Team
Yeah, the
be?
gym definitely has the money. Like,
The gym
that's
has
not a problem.
The gym has the money. I would assume. I mean, I would assume. And like, yeah, like why is the gym this beautiful white color, and then the bathroom is like this weird blue? It's weird.
That's a good point. Is like, why does AOJ stand out so much?
Because it's just mint. It's like,
It's just what every other sports facility and other sports look like.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
you go to an indoor soccer facility. It's really nice. You go, I don't know.
football.
Yeah, you go to a football stadium, or if you live in the right area and you're white. No, I'm kidding. You live in the right area and you're white. Your high school's got some nice facilities. And so yeah, you'll see some middle school, like a middle school gymnasium where they play kickball. Like, damn, this is a state of the art
nice.
facility.
It was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so AOJ stands out because I think you're in a culture where people focus so much on trying to be the next badass gym rather than trying to be the next better gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, AOJ stands out. It's like, wow, this is so nice. Like, well, this is kind of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
this is what it
for
should
sure.
be.
It's what it should. Yeah, it's what
It should
all
be.
the gyms
And so
should
that's
be,
exactly
yeah.
how I'm seeing my gym. Is like, I think AOJ should be the standard. Now, how can mine be better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of feeds into your point. It's
Yeah.
like, man, if you just made the gym look kind of nice, everyone would be like, wow, this gym's
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah.
But
Like something noticeable. At
yeah,
least, you know.
AOJ is extreme. That's
It is extreme,
It's
but
a lot
I
of
mean,
money in that
it's
gym.
it's very nice though. I mean, there's no
And at any point, did you, while you were there, go, man, I don't like how nice it is here?
no.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
I just couldn't help but like just, man, this is nice.
Yeah.
You walk into the bathroom, and like they got the sinks that have the sensors, and then it's got like a slope tile thing instead of
Yep.
it being like a bowl. It's like a slope.
Yeah.
And then you go into the showers, and the showers have warm water. The showers have warm water at AOJ. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
That's
Can you
nice.
imagine that at B-Team?
It's nice. Yeah.
People would probably pay more for their memberships.
Yeah, especially, I mean, and think someone like you do come from a background where it's like gritty, hard nosed wrestling, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you, like I said, everyone still likes to feel like they're, like the facility kind of pampers them. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
just want a clean space at the
Clean.
bare minimum.
yeah. Well, then I was going to say, like, imagine someone who is like a hobbyist
Yeah.
who all they know is a nice office, a nice blah, blah, blah. And they come to jiu-jitsu gym, they're like, is this what jiu-jitsu's like?
Yeah.
It's kind of gross here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
a hobbyist, they come in expecting the place to be nice,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm even down to just like, fuck, like have some of the guys go into, like, I'll fucking paint those bathrooms, brother.
hey,
I'll
you
paint
come
them.
to Jiu-Jitsu Hub, hey,
I'll
we'll take
help
care
you.
of you, buddy. We'll take care of you.
I'm more than willing to help you with your gym as well. Absolutely.
I may have 2 projects if you want to help.
I'm done. If
you
I have
can
the time, I'm done.
If you
bro.
have the, I never expect any of your
Yeah.
help. But if you're bored, and I happen to be, I will be laying down my own flooring,
Sick.
and I will be doing something called floating my walls
How are you gonna cut the ends? You have tools for this?
of the wood
The
floor.
floor.
So they're vinyl wood tiles, so they can be cut with like a carpet knife.
Oh, like a box cutter?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
wow.
it's you gotta. It's be easier with the
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
had
Wow.
a better
okay.
tool, but
Interesting.
they can be cut
Yeah.
with a carpet cutter.
Interesting. I've never done vinyl flooring. It's always been like wood.
Like
flooring.
laminated,
Yeah.
real wood laminated flooring.
I would be the one that was. We had a system. Me, my dad, and I. Whenever we do flooring, Dad was the one popping the flooring, nailing the flooring into the ground. Nicky Rod was the one laying them out, and then measuring the ends. And then I was running up and down the stairs, grabbing the measured end, bringing it all the way down, cutting the end, bringing it back up for Nicky Rod to lay down, and I just ran all day long.
Your resume is looking better and better to me, brother. But now we're doing something called floating the wall too, where like before it can be painted, it's like you can see the nails in the wall,
Yeah.
but they're like not even half an inch into the wall. So we have to get like a plaster or something and like float over
Yeah.
those nails. So I'll do that as well. That'll be a process. But
Sick.
you and Nicky Rod have like saws or blades here?
We probably have nothing too crazy. We don't have like well, actually, we have like a handsaw, like basic shit, and then we have some power tools, but nothing that's like crazy precise.
Yeah.
We have like a jigsaw.
I don't think it's gonna be crazy precise, but I may need to cut mats at some point. I think a saw could do that. Basically, the wall mat is gonna roll. But we're gonna have Dollar wall mats as well, so they're not like sections.
Yeah.
It's just flat wall mat,
So it's gonna be all one mat.
all one mat.
Oh,
wall mat.
Dahmer. So it's gonna be
Dahmer smooth.
the almost like wrestling mats.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a wrestling room that's just like the wall
Yeah,
mats and
yeah.
stuff? It's gonna be kind of like that,
Okay, sick.
but white on white. But the problem is we can't cover the breaker box. And the breaker box is going to sit. It sits on a wall in the mat space.
see.
So the mat's going to go over top the breaker box, but we got to cut a little square
Yeah.
where you can at least access the breaker box.
Yeah.
So I probably need a
And
saw
then
or something.
what are you
to
gonna do?
cut
You're
that.
gonna put like a mat over it, like kind of hollow it out or something. So
Yeah, it's going to be hollowed
like
out.
a temporary.
Yeah, it's going to be
Okay,
hollowed
okay.
out. So,
Sick.
but yeah, we might need some power tools for that,
Yeah.
or just with the carpet knife. Just
I'm probably might not be. I don't know.
yeah,
Might be good.
we'll see. We'll see.
I've honestly some shitty tools kind of work
Yes.
really well for some
Yeah.
random things.
Yeah.
I remember when I was cutting the diffuser off of my. I was just talking about how I constantly change shit. When I was modifying my first car, my Scion FRS, pretty heavily, I decided one day to just cut the diffuser off of my rear bumper. And I used a bunch of tools and none of them were working. And then I was like, fuck, let me see if this box cutter works. And it worked perfectly.
Perfectly. Yeah.
Perfectly. I had to cut it off because I put an exhaust on, and the exhaust was so big, it was like 4-inch exhaust, that it melted the plastic, melted my rear
What?
bumper, so I had to cut. Yeah.
Jeez.
It looks sick though. I like it. I
It's like
miss that
melting the
car.
whole car. You're like, meh.
Kind of tough.
Kind of cool. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to. Oh my gosh.
Fuck, I miss that car.
But what was the topic? How did we get to that? Oh, the jiu-jitsu gyms.
Jiu-jitsu gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that sums up really what I'm dealing with the gym.
So your deadline, I guess, for everything is early June.
Early June. It's been pushed back.
Yeah.
It was like originally February, March, April. Well, at first it was like April.
Yeah.
And I was like, May's more realistic. That's like already June, so it's already getting pushed back. You know what I mean? It's like it's just getting people to do stuff is such a process, dude.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. How much did it cost you for the mats?
12,000
$12,000.
Yep.
Wow.
12,000 for all the wall mats and the floor.
12,000.
Fuji would have been 15.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, it's a hell of an investment. I spent $30 Facebook Marketplace the other day.
It better not have been for some mats and be pissed.
I bought a record player.
Brother, where? I am going to be sitting on my couch one day watching TV, and I'm going to see you on the news drugged and killed by some old lady.
It was an old lady.
I'm like, yep, I knew this was coming.
Oh, man. So, speaking of old ladies, so yeah, this was an old lady. I got a record player. She said she hardly used it. It was like $50 on Amazon, and I got it for $30.
Where did you go to get this record player?
It was maybe like 15 minutes from B-Team, north of B-Team.
15 or 50?
15
Okay,
minutes north of B-Team. So, just grabbed it real quick.
How far did you drive for the Nerf guns?
That was like 50 minutes there, and then another 50 back. that was kind of far.
All right, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Nerf. How much did you buy a Nerf gun for?
A lot.
It was a lot of money.
No, I didn't spend any money. I got them all for free.
For free?
Yeah.
How?
I'm a dog.
You're a dog? Yeah.
No. It was they just put a listing up. It looked like they were getting rid of a bunch of stuff that they had, and they were just put up an ad for free. They were like, hey, like, box of Nerf guns free. Take
We're
it.
trying to get rid of them.
First come, first serve.
Okay, then that takes away the point I was going to make.
Yeah.
But the point I was going to make was...
How much is a normal Nerf gun?
Yeah, 50 minutes to save $2 or just get it at Walmart.
Yeah, for sure.
But if it's free, that makes sense.
It was completely free. It was about 15 guns for completely free. If I bought
15 for free.
Yeah, all those
all right,
guns.
that's pretty good.
If I bought those guns at the store, I feel like I easily would have spent over like $300 or $400. Dude, Nerf guns are expensive.
They are expensive.
The big ones.
Yeah.
They're expensive. They add up real quick.
They do.
And I got money like that. So instead, I bought a record player. Record player.
What are you going to do with the record player?
I'll play records.
That's a damn good answer.
Play records. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I have those pothos plants or something on the M&M that I got from Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
The plants that I also got from Marketplace, they're dying. So I think I'm gonna move them, put them somewhere else when they die, and then put the record player that I got from Marketplace on top of the M&M that I got from Marketplace. That entire living room is all Marketplace.
That's crazy.
The carpet, the couch, the TV console,
that's crazy.
the lamp.
I don't think I've ever met someone who
table.
was like that.
I love it, dude.
Yeah, it's like your little just thing.
It's a lot of fun. Old ladies.
Oh yeah, old ladies.
So the record player I got from an old lady, but also there's a lady. Her name's Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty old.
Sherry lady.
Exactly.
Yes.
I went to her house, and she collects a lot of stuff. We're kind of cool. She collects a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And she'll get in like a bulk of ashtrays. And I went through a phase where I wanted ashtrays for like I bought 3 from her. So I have one that's a key bowl that I use every day. It's sick. It's like this nice like sage green, like clear, but
I think you
tough.
showed me that.
Yeah.
I remember that
It's
phase of time where you were looking for those.
Yeah. So I have that. I bought another one that's like this. It's like black. I've never seen any ashtray like that before.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh, I have this one. It's not perfect," and I was like,
It's perfect.
I need it. Bought that one, and then I have another ashtray, smaller, yellow one that I put all my jewelry in.
Nice. Okay.
I just have
I'm
them
gonna
all
ask
over.
a question that I know everyone's wanting to ask. So I'm gonna ask it for him. What do you mean?
She has a husband.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. I was going to ask, what do you mean by you're cool?
Yeah, I mean, when I was buying the things, what was our conversation? When I was buying the things,
What was that loud? I
remember-
This dude's remembering something.
I remember. I mean, her house is covered in stuff that people buy.
It's like knickknacks type of stuff.
And she's constantly, she's a hustler.
Really?
Bro, when I was there buying this stuff, there was a girl that came in to buy some other stuff from her. So she's
a little business.
Little business. But
good for you, Sherry.
Yeah, Cher's a hustler. Her husband was making a sandwich, and they were like, had like, you know how old people like kind of bicker and they're just like tired of each other.
Yeah, bicker.
I remember that like interaction.
Were you were in her house?
I was sitting at her like kitchen table or something like. What? But yeah, I was like she was like packaging. She was she was.
When you say I'm weird by trying to walk around hotel rooms, you're in random old lady homes, just having a conversation with this guy making a sandwich. Like, what's up with? Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. But she was like. Oh, she was in the kitchen grabbing like old newspaper to wrap up the ashtray so they don't get messed up while in transportation. But fuck, where was I going at with this? Oh, we talked about taxes, and she was like, oh, like you really have to do your taxes, and they were both on me. They're like, you really need to pay your taxes. Yeah, and I was like, okay. I never did it.
You better hope Shay don't hear this.
I'm doing it this year.
You better go back over there and you should buy something every like 4 months from there. Honestly,
yeah. I mean, I'll try to find her contact again because surely she's got some good stuff. She had a shed. She took me to her shed. She had a shed full of stuff as well.
How long did you spend at this lady's house?
Maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
Not to imagine
a whole day. Imagine you're just hanging out with them.
Nah, it couldn't have been too long because I set it up pretty quick. I'll like drive there, make the sale, and then bounce straight to B-Team. It just worked out.
Yeah, I saw a picture that you posted in your story. You're wearing a gas mask.
Mm-hmm.
It looked too what's the word? It looked too accurate. Like it looked too
like right
meant to be. And that worried me.
Thank you.
I was like, this dude looks like he could go to a mall right now and not do the nicest things. I was like, you looked crazy in that picture.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, that is scary.
Yeah, welcome to America. I
buy stuff off in Facebook Market and get delivered RPG to your house.
yeah, it's crazy how much. Like I could just buy a bunch of ammo for my guns, and
that's.
I feel like that's crazy.
That's freedom.
Crazy. Yeah, freedom. Yeah.
I have a movie I want you to watch.
What is it?
I don't freaking know. It's bothering me. Hold on.
What else?
Yeah, keep talking if you want. I was movie.
What was I? Oh yeah, just like every week, once a week, I'll just like, if I'm not shooting, I'll like pull my rifle out and just like look at it like
just mess around with it.
Yeah. And then I got that gas mask for Christmas.
Oh yeah, we went shooting just a few days ago.
Yeah, we went shooting.
We shot on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Shot on Valentine's Day. It was a good time, and then shot the rifle a little bit. Shot our handguns.
Mm-hmm. Do you think do they just let anyone shoot there?
After you pay and like read the thing.
Yeah, I meant just as far as like, if you walk up there and you look like someone who has no clue what the hell they're doing with guns, would you still be allowed to shoot there?
Yeah, for sure.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I think that place gets a lot of tourists and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because if you saw the map, I asked the guy, and I was like, what are all these pinpoints for?
I didn't know what he said.
These are all visitors.
Really?
Yeah. So that whole map is covered with foreigners that are just like, we come to America, shoot guns.
Shoot guns, yeah, let's shoot guns.
We're in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely, for sure.
Okay, because Teresa's friend that's in town, she wants to shoot guns.
Brother.
I was like, hey,
if you need a rifle, you can rent stuff. You can rent stuff as well.
You can rent weapons.
You can rent weapons over there as well. Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, So all those like while you were reading that thing, all those pistols in that case, and if you go to the far wall, there's a wall of rifles and whatnot. Pretty sure you can rent all those.
That's cool.
But if you need one for free, brother, give me an excuse to shoot.
Yeah.
Give me an excuse to shoot.
I brought you up. I was like, if Jay could come, that'd be cool because he's got more guns.
Yeah.
That we could shoot. But
yeah, I'm down. I'm down. It was a good time though.
Yeah, I didn't think of the movie name, but I'll just tell you what it's about. It's a movie with some big actors in it. You have a guy who played Wolverine. Hugh Jackman.
Why did I remember that? I am terrible with names.
That was right off the dome. You say Hugh Jackman?
That's crazy. Wow.
You'll probably know this other guy.
Myself.
You'll probably know this other guy's name. He played the most recent movie Roadhouse with Conor McGregor.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Why am I fucking yeah. What? Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, Jim.
Is this?
That movie's good, right?
Really good.
Great movie.
Really?
Incredible. It's about a serial killer.
Okay.
So you. Yeah, it's about a serial killer. Not really. I'm gonna tell you the plot. It's awesome. But anyways, guys, kids get kidnapped.
Oh, I watched this.
Don't tell me that.
I watched this Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah. This movie scared the fuck out of me when it came out.
You watched that movie?
Dude, this movie gave me nightmares.
Yeah,
nightmares.
That was a good movie.
My dad was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the theater," and that shit.
Oh, so you watched it a long time ago?
Yeah, when it came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it again now that you're older.
That shit haunted me.
Dude, I watched it for the first time. I was like, wow, that was a good movie.
Very good movie.
I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Just so unsettling.
It was a very.
Was it the grandma or something?
Yes.
An old lady?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that grandma.
It was the old lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had lost her kids in an accident, which is what I think ignited the whole her stealing kids. So she would steal kids.
Yeah.
Put them in a room. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Jim. I don't know if you know about the movie, but I think they were just put in a room and they had to solve a maze in a book, right? Like they didn't have to actually go through a maze. I think they just had to solve a maze, and if you solved the maze, you got let free.
Oh wow. This chick just didn't solve the
and so the old lady would capture those two kids in the beginning. The main dad's looking for him the whole, but he. Dude, that was such a good movie. If y'all didn't watch the movie, go watch it. But I'm gonna tell it to you anyway.
That's crazy good acting as well
the
from
acting
both
was
of these
so
guys.
good.
Yeah.
The guy who he thinks did it, he's torturing him the whole movie.
Yeah. He's got him in that bathroom.
Yeah, and the acting was brilliant because the guy is giving off a vibe the whole movie that like.
He's like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he just knows how to kind of like. It's almost like he was enjoying the fact that he was being tortured and wouldn't tell him. Where they were, but it's because he actually had the brain problem. Like he was stuck at like 10 years old because he had made that bad accident. He's being tortured the whole time, and he would say stuff just because he's stupid that would make it sound like it was him.
Yeah,
but he really just didn't know. And the old lady, the grandma, would kind of use him sometimes to, like he would. To get the kids, but he would actually think he's just like playing with the kids.
Yeah.
Because he's an adult, but his mind's of a 10-year-old. And so you find out it's the lady, and then you find out like some of the. It was like almost like a little team.
Yeah.
The grandma was like the head of the snake, but she would use the kids that they would kidnap. Mm-hmm. She raised some of them as like her own kid and used them as like little pawns.
It's fucked up.
And I was like, bro, the movie was so good.
Yeah. Fucked up.
I'm glad you watched it though.
Yeah, that shit. I was pretty young, young enough for it to haunt me as a kid.
I have another movie for you to watch. I think I brought it up a while before, but I'm bringing it up again. Since you said Hugh Jackman is Jim. Have you ever seen a movie before called Prestige? Yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, Christopher Nolan. That's Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. Yeah, that is a hell of a movie, dude.
I've never seen this.
Never seen it? Okay, you should go watch that movie. It's about two magicians.
No, I've never seen it.
No, really good.
That's why you're gonna give me two magicians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
I'll have to take.
You know that in the movie, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm gonna say something. Yeah. Two magicians, maybe more. Yeah, you like that was good, right? Yeah. Good.
Interesting. Speaking of more, we've got more to do in our Minecraft world.
We do got more to do.
We I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but we tried to film some Minecraft content for you guys. But Minecraft is a game where you have to play. I feel like you have to sit down and play all day long. You got to get a solid 8 hours of content in order to shrink it down into a good, dense 10-minute video for you guys to enjoy. Because I feel like a lot of Minecraft isn't it's not crazy exciting. It's just survive.
It is if you're playing with the right person.
Fair. That's
yeah, no,
sure.
you're right. Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
it's more just satisfying.
Yeah, it is.
It's just satisfying.
Yeah.
And then you'll have peaks of excitement kind of happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanna do more in that world.
Yeah, I have someone. Well, maybe I could bring my PlayStation to my bedroom. I was gonna say my PlayStation's in the living room. I have someone sleeping in there right now.
Oh.
But
how long is that for?
Technically, I don't know because she hasn't bought her return flight yet.
Oh wow.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I can just bring my PlayStation to my room to be able to play.
Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah.
And then downtime, I've been playing whatever downtime I have. I feel like I've been pretty busy putting on the gi and shit.
Oh yeah, you turned into a gi guy now.
Yeah. But
hence the hoodie he's wearing right now. It is. He's constantly practicing now.
They changed their hoodies. They have these oversized hoodies now, so they don't have a few differences. Just feels a lot more sturdy, and there's no strings. I like that because I
like that.
hate when the strings kind of get in the way.
Yeah.
And I never use them. The new hoodies are nice from Level Black. So if you guys want any gear, Level Black. But
say what games you've been playing?
I'll hop on Black Ops 4.
Really still?
And I was on Black Ops 3 for a while, and I got pretty good at that. So I was able to. Have you ever played Shadows of Evil? The zombies map
of Evil. Oh yeah.
So it's the first map on Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Where there's the Shadow Man, and then it's out in the 60s. Yeah, exactly.
How the round starts.
Yeah, it might be based out of the 50s or 60s. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But maybe even earlier than that. I'm not very good with. You know how you have to do 4 rituals.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get 4 worms. And then you go to the other world and fucking figure out the pattern or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done any of the rituals, and how far have you progressed in this?
I think a long time ago I might have did the whole Easter egg, but the only vivid thing I remember is when you go down in the sewer part of the map, and you can go through the wall, and it's an ancient Egypt looking building. I think there might be anti-gravity in there, and you have to go there, I think, to get a piece of something. And you can come back out of there. Have you done that?
It's not ringing any bells.
It's definitely the same map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't. I rarely go over to that side. So I was just gonna say I solo. I can get 3 of the 4 worms.
I was just playing that not too long ago.
Black Ops 3, dude. I wish.
No, I was playing that map. I think I've been playing it on Cold War. Because Cold War, they brought back all the old maps on Cold War.
What about Black Ops 6? Do they have zombies, but do they have the old OG?
The old OG, I don't know, but the zombies for Black Ops 6 is really good. Yeah. I did the Easter egg already for one of the maps.
How many maps are there? Is round based?
Probably more now. Yeah, it's round based. They're back to the OG. I'd be down to play. I really enjoyed it.
Zombies is my shit more than anything else.
Really?
Dude, I told you, Extinction. You remember fucking Extinction?
Mm-hmm.
That was my shit.
Do you have Black Ops 6?
No,
The map.
I can't afford that shit, dog.
Stop saying that.
Bro, I just bought a record player. Spent
Stop
fucking
saying
$30.
that. Black Ops 6 zombies are Cold War. I really like the zombies for Cold War. That's what kind of got me into like, oh, I like zombies
fun.
again.
Yeah.
And then Black Ops 6, it was like, oh wow, this is sick.
Yeah.
Like they have like kill streaks you can get.
Yeah.
You can call down chopper gunner. Like it's,
sick.
but it's still round based. It's
Yeah.
really really cool.
I like a sense of accomplishment, so I always kind of want to do those Easter eggs or like complete the map, or like Extinction made it easy. It was a little bit more linear than like, oh, you're like this sign on the wall means something.
Crazy
do
stuff.
something with it.
Yep.
With like Black Ops.
I'm telling you,
stuff.
Black Ops 6,
Yeah.
the West Virginia map. The West Virginia map is short and sweet. It's a decent sized map, and the Easter egg is like what you're saying. It's not this crazy shit you have to
Yeah.
do. It's like the old OG Easter eggs. It's get this part, make that weapon,
Yeah.
to get this, blah blah, and you can summon the boss. Like it's simple but lengthy. So like
Yeah.
you said, it's like when you're done, you feel like you achieved something.
Sick.
You know, I'd be down to play if you got it.
I may be tempted.
I know Black Ops 6 was on the Xbox Game Pass for free. I don't know about PlayStation.
It's not on PlayStation.
Not PlayStation.
Yeah. I've been doing Black Ops 4, the zombies, as well as the Blackout, like the
remember you telling me that, yeah.
based thing. I have to, before I delete the game, I have to win Black Ops or a Blackout.
You still
game.
won?
Dude, you can't just bang them out. So it takes about 20 minutes to load into a game because there's not many people playing this game.
Well, you know what that also means? There's not very many people you have to kill to win. So what's going on?
But that's the thing. I have no experience with this game. I'm still getting used to the controls, and then I just die first encounter.
Anyone who's still playing this game,
They're fucking playing.
they're playing.
Yeah. So it's I'm still kind of getting the hang of the controls and everything, and yeah, it'll come.
If you ever bought a PC, I'd buy a VR set.
Brother, I ain't got $3,000. Dude, I just spent $2,000. I just spent $2,000 on my truck being down.
That's true. But PC, the price for a PC is a Spectrum. It's however
you can get it on like a laptop and stuff, right?
yeah,
Like
you can get a PC that's $500 or $10,000.
I see.
Because there's some games on PC I'm just like, I don't care to play this game with anyone else but Jay.
Really?
Yeah, because like these are just the games that we would play.
Like survival-based games?
Survival-based games, horror kind of puzzle-based games. You know, it's like you're being chased, but you have to like figure out puzzle, kind of like Outlast Trials a little bit. There's just, on PC, the number of games are just insane. It's just so many games.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are like, games you don't really know. I recently downloaded. You ever heard of a game called Lockdown Protocol?
Sounds very familiar.
It's like the Among Us spinoff. They're in like spacesuits, and like you'll see memes sometimes. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, don't kill me. Just,
Yeah.
and there's like different color spacesuits.
Yeah.
Dude, I downloaded that game. Oh my gosh, I love it just to fuck with people.
Yeah.
I get on that game just to fuck with people, dude. I was like, because I don't really play except for like late at night if I do play. And it was when was it? I think it's like a week ago. I downloaded it late at night. I was about to go to bed, and I was like, "Oh, it's like 1 gigabyte. I'll download it." And on PC, it was like 5 seconds.
Sick.
And so I was like, "I'll try it." I get in there, dude. True story. I get in there. I get in the lobby. You hear everyone talking. I'm like, okay, all right. I immediately start talking shit, but then I realized that when you spawn as a ghost. And because if you die, you become a ghost, and you can still spectate.
Yeah, so you're like in between.
Yeah, so the players couldn't hear me, but if you were a ghost, you could hear me.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're talking shit to this dude, like I'm up in his face, just like next round, I'm gonna kill your ass, brother, like blah blah blah. And then like I just hear this 3-year-old kid. He's like, he can't hear you, and I was like. I turned around, I was like, who the hell are you? I was like, what do you mean you can't hear me? He's like, only ghosts. He tries to teach me the game. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. And then I like go up to this one person's ghost, and I like sniff. I like sniff into the mic. I'm like, damn, you smell good. Just messing with people, dude.
Yeah.
And I turn around, and it's a girl. I swear to God,
wow.
Jay, I swear to God. I was like, you smell good. And she turned around and she's like, well, just so you know, I do have a dick. And I was like, all right, I know.
I'm done with this game.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? It's my first time playing the game, and I love it. I was like, I was like, what? Like, who would bring that up? And it was just,
man.
It was people where I was like, oh, that was my green light that I can trigger so many
these
people.
Are the people.
These are the people I can trigger, dude.
Yeah.
Like, playing this game. So I played it for like 30 minutes just messing with people. I didn't even learn how to play the game. I still don't know how to play the game. I literally just mess with people. Oh my God. It's so fun.
Say, Among Us is on VR.
It is?
Official Among Us. I have it. Like the Among Us.
Really? You have it on VR?
It's on VR.
I know it's on VR. I know it was on VR, but I thought you were going to say that it's on like PlayStation, Xbox, everything.
Oh, really?
Among Us, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's on everything.
I didn't know
but
that.
this game, it's I like it better than Among Us because it is more just like interactive and just fun. Because it's first person too. So I can get up like right in someone's face. And just be like, I don't know, just like growl in the mic or something. They're like, can you please back up? It's like, yes, I found a game where I could just go in here and mess with people, dude.
With people, yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I'm bored, I'll just hop on there and just ruin someone's game.
Can you please back up?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. So awesome.
What else did we mention? I was gi stuff. I've been putting on the gi.
Oh yeah, the gi. You said you actually like it.
I think it's a lot of fun. Me and Demetrius Johnson, actually, we talked a bit about the differences between gi and no gi. So it was a cool little conversation.
Oh, yeah, I heard
he was like, man, usually in the gi, man, I've got all these grips and whatnot. And no gi, there's no grips. I can't do anything the same.
Yeah.
It kind of, if you have a game tailored for gi, it can be kind of hard to transition to no gi kind of that quickly. So
yep,
kind of cool to have that conversation with him. But yeah, I've been putting on the gi at some of the night classes. Like I said, I pop in to teach Monday, Tuesday night. And after, I'll just put on the gi. Monday I trained with Austin. We did a couple rounds, had some good fun. And then JB was like, what's this? You guys are training in the gi without me. Why didn't I get an invite? So then the next day I trained in the gi with JB. And that's pretty much all I do. Those 2 extra sessions is enough on my body.
Why are you training in gi? Is there something you're not telling us?
I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm sorry. No, I mean, I just kind of the funny back and forth with the gi and no gi stuff from competing with Tynan, and then we kind of became friends after that. And then the recent trip to AOJ, it's like, oh, dude, after this comp, like, let's hop in the gi. Good content and good fun as well. Yeah. Obviously, just have him toying with me. So did that, and then I did a round with Ethan and another guy, and I was like, fuck, this is kind of like fun. It's different. And I think that's the main thing. That's why it's kind of sticking with me a little bit. It's just that there's even more. There's even more. There's like subtle changes, and it's like the main thing that I really like and I gravitate towards is, okay, I can do these movements, these athletic movements, and create a lot of space and whatnot. But then I have those grips to maintain the space. So I can be far and do some jumpy shit and then jump right back in.
Suck everything back in.
Exactly. So I can do those movements in no-gi, that those explosive kind of
like
fast
dynamic type movements.
But then I can maintain connection and still be offensive quickly, as opposed to sometimes in no-gi, very often in no-gi, someone just inserts a frame, reset, back to neutral, back to work into the same thing.
That's what Demetrius was saying.
Yeah,
was like, just a frame can just go such a long way in no-gi.
Absolutely. Like, a frame, someone can stand up with a good enough frame. A tire, my tire will just fuck off.
Be gone.
And he'll just get right back up. No-gi, those frames make a big difference as opposed to gi.
Yep.
So yeah, the just changes and sequences and stuff. I find it fun and appealing. So play around with it. I'm not too like obviously I'm not gonna fucking go pro in it or anything. But if anyone wants to pay, honestly, I wouldn't be down.
That could be a good leveraging tool. Honestly, to probably get paid a good amount of money.
I would not be opposed, but no one is gonna pay for gi. I feel like no one.
No one. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like no one's going to pay you a lot of money to compete in the gi?
I would assume not. No.
You don't think it's something that like people would want to watch just for the fun of it?
Absolutely.
So
I don't think those people that want those promotions, I don't think they care for me, and I don't think they care to see me in the gi or anything like that. Like, if
they care about money, don't they?
They care about money for sure.
Well, then they have to put on matches that the people who pay the money want to see.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. One thing that does annoy me is that for some reason in people's Brazilian, or not Brazilian people, but Brazilian jiu-jitsu, in their stupid smooth brains, they think that training in the gi is going to make me better at no gi. I think that might be the most retarded take I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, the best response I hear that I agree with all the time, it's like, hey, if you want to get better at no gi, train no gi.
Yeah.
If you want to get better at gi, train gi.
Exactly.
Like
that, it's pretty. I feel like it's a
pretty black and white.
path.
Yeah. It's like I don't understand how they'd be like,
yeah.
no, you should do like 2 gi nights and then 4 no gi. It's like, no, if you want to get better at no gi, you just train no gi.
Yeah.
I don't see how you could argue that.
It's crazy that people do. I feel like it's absurd.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't stop commenting that on my post because it's stupid.
Stop telling me that.
I think it's absurd.
I think the only thing I will say is at the end of the day, mat time is mat time.
Absolutely.
So regardless if you're in the gi or no gi, I would say you are getting better.
Some sort of slight progression for sure.
Slight progression, but not specifically at, like, I'm not getting better specifically at no gi.
Yeah,
or I'm not getting better specifically at gi.
Like
I'm just getting better maybe by my grappling IQ.
Yes.
You know, like
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about all.
I have one random topic I wanted to ask you. Super random. You maybe don't even know what I'm talking about. Have you seen the amount of plane crashes?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I was about to ask you the same thing. It's kind of
concerning. It's concerning. I mean, I wouldn't care, I guess, but my job, I travel so much for my job.
I was going to say, I care.
So, yeah, it's you care about me?
Oh, I care about you, but I meant by myself. But no, I care for you as well. And then I hear people I know that are flying. I'm like, I wonder if they crash. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, I hope nothing doesn't come up or have to fly like soon.
You worry about a lot, whereas a lot of stuff that I do, like we do the same thing, and I'm the one to be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Whereas you're the one to be like like a little bit more timid about things.
Yeah.
I think it's a good balance in our relationship.
Good mixture.
Because you keep me safe and I keep you pushing yourself a little bit.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but with the flying stuff, I mean, at the end of the day, fuck. I mean, I gotta work. I gotta make money.
Yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, if I had to fly, obviously I'm going to fly.
You gotta do it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to fly.
Do it.
But it has been quite concerning that there's been over 85 plane crashes in just the last 2 months. That's weird. Now, you hear the number 85, and then you compare it to how many flights happen per day, and I'm sure it's still small, but that's like significantly higher than, like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like higher than numbers you see in like a whole year.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the heck?
Yeah. And why now?
Why now? My first thought was like, what's the agenda? Like, what are they trying to either hide? What are they trying to, like, is there some new car company that's about to like come out and they're trying to, this is like the car company's way of like making people drive more now instead of flying? Like, is there some sort of, basically what I'm trying to get at is the creator of guns and knives first created violence, then they created guns and knives. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
I'm not entirely sure about this information, guys, so please don't put this on me. I'm telling you right now. Do not fact check.
They're going to clip this one section about you said
retarded. But weren't they trying to like integrate some sort of AI into flights or whatnot? Have you heard anything about this?
I think I have heard about. I heard that as far as in the military. I don't know about commercial flights, but I'm gonna get a little political because this will get people fired up. I think one way it could be someone trying to do this is I hear a lot of people they've been talking crap about just I have no clue what the law, what the bill or law, what it was called, but basically is some branch of government came out and said something about like when hiring pilots that they're hiring off from like wanting diversity in
diversity or ethnicity.
They want diversity in the like as far as the pilots across these different airlines.
Okay, so they want black, white.
Yeah, there's not enough black people who work for Delta. There's not enough white or Asian, blah blah blah. And so everyone's like panicking of like, so you're hiring people based off the color of their skin, not their skill.
Yeah.
And so
that's absurd. That's absurd.
I don't agree with that. I think it should be if you can fly a plane, you can fly a plane. If you can't, you can't.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Or if you pass the test, you pass the test. If you don't, you don't. So some people are saying like, oh, these planes are crashing because half the people we're hiring now don't black people. But they're hiring people. They're hiring people that maybe, and not just black people, just across all races. They're hiring people that maybe wouldn't have been accepted a few years ago. But because they're like, well, our diversity and our company looks bad, so we do need more of this specific race or that specific color, and they're like, because of that, these planes are crashing because the pilots aren't blah blah blah. Or technically, a plane malfunction is not the pilot's fault, right? If the engine blows, that's not the pilot's fault. So then they're like, okay, well, they're hiring, Delta is hiring engineers to work on their planes,
but it's the same thing.
Same thing, yeah. Like they're just hiring. They're trying to diversify the company across the whole board, not just pilots. And so I've seen people causing a fuss about that. So
I think JB was running into the same issue. He was trying to get into the fire academy, and they're hiring other people over him due to the color of their skin.
Really?
Versus him being a white male. And they're like, we've got too many of you.
We got too many of you. There's too many of you around here, brother.
Literally, though, that's what he was getting, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. I mean, that's see, a lot of companies are pretty open about that. Like, they'll tell you straight to their face, like, we have enough white people here, or we have enough of people your age here. We don't want more of that because it looks bad in the press. If we have a company that's 90% white people, certain news channels down our neck now, on our ass about that. So they'll straight up tell you.
Shame.
Anyway, people are trying to link that to, the planes and stuff.
So what do you think about it? You just think it's the what we went over?
Yeah, I don't think it has to do with that. Do I agree to hiring people based off the color of their skin? No, that would be racist.
Yeah, it's literally racist, right?
Yeah, it's like
that's fucking crazy.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I think if you're capable to do the job, then you're capable. If you're not, you're not. That should be. I don't care what you look like.
That's crazy. Nowadays, it's just like racism is like okay because it's.
It just depends on what context.
Yeah,
but technically, racism should be racism, no matter what.
No matter what it's for.
But. Though these days, it's like, well, if the context is this, it's not racist.
If it's
this,
good for this race, or if it's good for this race.
Yeah, they kind of pick and choose when to use the word.
Wow.
But I mean, I dealt with that a little bit in college. They have that in college as well.
With wrestling?
Not wrestling, but just as a regular student. depending on what race or color you are, you can get into schools easier or not. I know at Virginia Tech, it was like, if you're an Asian or white girl coming out of high school with, you do no sports, you do nothing, you have to have like a 3.9 GPA to get in here. Right? But an athlete only had to be like 2.7. So that's not racism, but that's just
Athletism.
that's athletism. But then, if I'm not, it says all this on the flyers too.
Wow.
Because they ask you your race and blah blah. If I'm not mistaken, I think if you were, the Hispanic that had come into America within a certain amount of time, or if you were a black athlete, then the GPA requirement was even lower to get into the school.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, this isn't the first time that's like been a thing. Like it's been in college for a while, but I don't think that's why planes are crashing. I still don't think that should be a thing, right? I think you should be hired if you can do the job.
Yeah.
But I think it's something else. I think it's like some conspiracy stuff. That's what I like to think.
Interesting.
UFOs. EMP signals from the UFO, but it's a UFO mothership sending out EMP signals. It's making the planes crash.
That's right.
That's facts.
So we'll wrap her up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Yeah,
right.
It's about time before we go down the
rabbit hole.
Before I get myself in trouble by exposing the truth.
Put your tinfoil hat on. All right, guys. Please continue supporting the Dawg House Podcast by supporting Collie Buds. They are the backbone to us.
They are the Dawg House.
They are the Dawg House. They make magnets for your ear, so whenever you get cauliflower ear, you drain that sucker, put those magnets on, and you're good to go. No more inflammation. No more chicken nugget ears. Also, we will be making content hopefully this weekend.
Yes.
When it warms
It's
up.
20 degrees right now in Austin, Texas, for some weird reason.
Yeah, it's very
And
cold.
We have to make content outside, and it's freezing. So we were throwing a curveball these last few days.
Yeah. Bro, this last month, I lost my truck, so I just got my vehicle back today. So now we can transport your
bikes.
your
That's right.
bike
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's right. We needed the freaking truck.
Yeah, so finally got my truck back, so should be happening within this week. So you guys will have a little bit of extra content coming your way. So stay tuned for that. We've been talking about this for ages now. It's very frustrating. I feel bad. Stay tuned. Please stay tuned. There's actually nothing coming. It's just
We should just make like a 5-second video just being like,
by this.
just stare at the camera and then it goes off. Like that was it.
More content coming your ways. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, please drop a comment down below. What emoji should they drop?
A plane.
Yeah, drop a little plane emoji. And
then a fire emoji next to the plane. and then skeletons next to the fire.
and then a pyramid.
Yes.
And an eye.
Yes.
If you guys enjoyed today's podcast, please be sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Bye-bye.